Hi everyone, I don't know why I'm making this video. Actually, I do. I'm making it because a friend told me to keep making videos. But today I want to make a video that does kind of the opposite of what all my other videos try to get you to do, which is make your own notebook. And the opposite of that would be buy fancy notebooks. So if you don't already know, I'm like obsessed with these expensive notebooks. Like this one is like a special Valentine's edition. The N or the O is a heart, and it's just the most adorable, cutest thing ever. And as you can see, all of these are blank, 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 blank. They're all blank. I don't want to write in them. I'm not going to write in them, but I still keep buying them. And like, here's another. I bought this other fancy journal, and I've done like one page in it. Same thing with this fancy watercolor journal. I tried to make this one messy so then I would be more encouraged to write in it, but I didn't do that. So I am cleaning up my studio right now, and I'm stumbling across all these journals that, you know, are blank or only have one page. And I love this one. It says, "Why, Matt? Why another stupid fancy notebook?" And then it says, "But why the judgment? Why a fancy car, hotel, shoe, dinner?" And I wrote, because these are what life is made of. You can't write inside your head. That's called thinking. You know, why not? If I'm gonna have fancy things in my life or buy things in my life, why not buy journals? Maybe even if I don't use them. So the journal that I'm encouraging you to go out and buy is this Happy Planner. They're kind of expensive, but you can find them on sale all the time. And you can use your Michaels coupon on them. And then I also recommend that while you're there, you buy this punch. And I'll show you why in just a minute. And while you're there, if you also are just wanting to, you know, spend your life savings, you can buy the hole punch that makes, it will turn any page into something that will fit this notebook. And I am encouraging you to buy this notebook because who doesn't want like a happy planner, right? Like, it's called Happy Planner, so yeah, buy it. But another reason to buy this, maybe even if you're not into planning, is you can use it as a daily practice for focusing on the things that are good in your life. So my idea for this, the way I use this journal, came from when I was a teacher. I shared a prep period with the art teacher who taught right next door to me, and we would every day meet during our prep period, very short, very briefly, just to share three, we call them three good things, three things that we were happy for. And it was really actually kind of like life-changing. Like, I'm not sure I would have survived that year. I don't know, it just really changed the way I think. So this Happy Planner is set up so well for doing three good things, because every day has three boxes, and this hole punch will punch whatever you want into the perfect size. So I actually did this for quite some time last year, early last year, and I love looking back on this. Like, you know, it reminds me that, like, I don't know, it reminds me of all the like good things, I guess, that were going on. And I guess I start to feel a little bit like guilty as I stop filling it out. And so then I'm like, don't do that, Matt. Don't go buy another expensive notebook and then never fill it out. But the few months that I did do this, I guess I didn't start at the beginning of the year. I started in the summer. which is a great idea because I have more time in the summer. Yeah, but as it got going, you can see I got sort of like less and less creative. It got kind of just like a chore. And then by December, I think I'd kind of like had it. And I kind of gave up a little bit. Well, I guess I took it into the new year. And letting go, it all gets done. So, you know, I have to say, I think also around this time, I started using another expensive journal, is this 5-year Hobonichi journal. Is that true? Yeah. No, it wasn't January. It was March that I started doing this. But, you know, here we are now. I'm in November. I don't know what month you're in. And I found this, you know, journal that I'd started, and then also I drank this wine. And I love this label. I think it's like amazing. And I was like, oh, Matt, should you, you know, start this journal again? Why does it start on the 3rd? Oh, interesting. I think maybe I actually will just start here on the 3rd. So yeah, I am going to just show you a couple things that I do in this notebook, and maybe, I guess, share 3 good things. So this wine is actually from Wednesday, so I'm just gonna start there, and I'm gonna cut this label into the size of the box. I think, like, you know, buying this journal and this punch, it just makes it so easy. It's like super easy scrapbooking. You just need like one little thing that you can cut into this shape. This is giving me a heartache here. I think I'm gonna trim a little off. It just makes it so easy. All you have to do is one little or 3 little boxes, and you don't have to measure anything. I think the arm means footsteps. And this is a super fun scrap. I'm gonna save that for something else. And if you know me, you know I love a rounded corner, so I use the small rounded corner thing for these. Another great thing about this journal that I like is it's kind of big, but you can take the pages out and you can take this with you. I've literally taken these on like a vacation before, and it kind of, honestly, it just makes it easier to work with. So I put a piece of paper behind this, so now I might have to like glue the whole thing on there. But it would be kind of cool just to use the sticky from the actual wine label. I think it's still sticky. I love it. I also found this the other day. I just found it on the road, and it looked so cool. Good job to you, Summer Stewart, 1998@gmail.com. This card reader. I love your art. I'm gonna cut it up, I think. I'm actually not sure when I found this. Maybe it was Monday. I think I'm going to save this for another day. I'm also going to treat this wine label as kind of like a mood board, at least for this page. And I'll mess around with that in the next video. But yeah, one good thing that happened, or that I enjoyed on Wednesday, November the 5th, was I drank this Barbara wine, and it was delicious. And I shared a meal with my partner. I call this my Glatitude journal because I have problems with the word gratitude, which is a whole nother video, but yeah, this wine, I guess it made me glad. So go to Michael's, buy this notebook, or don't. There's lots of ways that you can do this, and maybe I'll get into some of those as well.